What are the Signature Leadership courses? The Signature Leadership courses are a 3-course series of accredited college courses that serve as the foundation to all of our leadership training. These have been developed in conjunction with Dr. Jeff Myers of Summit Ministries, who's one of the foremost authorities in the Christian world today on youth leadership development. Each of these courses covers a slightly different aspect of leadership from a Christian perspective, and they teach young adults that leadership is influence. And no matter who you are, no matter where you're at, no matter what your circle is, you have the capacity to have influence and to be a leader in the world around you. The first leadership course is Leadership Theory and Practice. You might have heard course alumni call this L1. L1 is the first leadership course in the series, and it's your introduction to these different principles, to these different concepts. There's a lot of writing involved, and so if you're somebody who's new to college, if you haven't done a lot of writing, it's a good thing to brush up on your writing skills ahead of time. Just make sure that you have that kind of dusted off and ready to go. There's some really powerful books that you'll be reading through in L1. So if you're somebody like me who really loves a physical copy of a book, you're in luck. There are a couple of really good ones. There's also some awesome online articles, and there's some academic articles as well. And so if you're new to college, this might be your first experience reading through some of those more academic articles as well. So a good chance to kind of dip your feet in, take them slow, figure out what that means and how to go through that. There are also 2 different Socratic dialogues that you'll take part in during your time in L1. This is a live online meeting where you'll gather with your fellow classmates and your course facilitator to talk through a case study and to kind of wrestle with the concepts and the principles that you've been learning in the course. So how about L2? L2 is the second leadership course, Leadership and Management Communication. Like the title says, it's a little bit of a giveaway, it's all about communication as leaders and in organizations. Now in this course, you'll dig deeper into a particular organization, analyze their communication, analyze places where it's working, analyze places where it's not working, and then prescribe strategies for that organization to be able to improve. So this is a chance for you to really wrestle with some of these different ideas and to figure out what you think about communication, and specifically in the context of management and in an organization as a leader. This course's assignments are largely similar to L1 in nature. You'll have reading assignments, you'll have writing assignments, obviously your lectures that you'll be listening to. The difference is that your final project will be a big organizational communication project instead of your personal leadership project like you did in the last course. Leadership, Learning, and Execution, or L3, is the third leadership course and the culmination of the entire process. L3 is known by most students to be the favorite amongst all of these, and this one has a really heavy emphasis on coaching, on mentoring. It's also the course with the live Capstone experience, typically in Colorado with Dr. Jeff Myers in person. Pretty amazing time, and by most students considered to be one of the most life-changing parts of their entire college degree. Your assignments are going to be a little different in Leadership, Learning, and Execution. You aren't going to have as many writing assignments because of the nature of the in-person meeting in the middle. It takes about a week, around halfway through. Typically it's week 6. Capstone itself is pretty academic in nature. There's a lot of sessions that have to do with what you're learning about in the course. There are some sessions that have assignments tied to them. In L3, you're also going to put together an entire Capstone project. Now this project allows you to put into practice everything you've been learning through L1 and L2, and you're going to build a plan for a project. You don't have to actually do the project in the span of this leadership course, although we do really encourage it. But this is a chance for you to really wrestle with the process of setting something up, taking ownership of a project, taking leadership on it, and being able to build out a whole plan to accomplish something big. And if you want an example of one of your fellow students who built their whole Capstone project and then executed the whole thing, you can go ahead and look in the description below or click right here. One tip for your Capstone project: look ahead to the assignments. Don't let it catch you by surprise. You're going to want to look ahead and really make sure that you're doing the work ahead of time. Promise it will save you so much blood, sweat, and tears at the end. So do the work, look ahead, and make sure that you're planning that out accordingly. So where to go for help? Your course facilitator is going to be the place you want to start. You can talk to this person via email. You can also message them in Canvas. They'll have information about your assignments if you're not sure on some of the details or what you need to do. Your Ascend team leader is also a fantastic person to ask. And so if you're not quite sure, feel free to run something by your team leader. Often a year 2 student is also a great person to ask. They've been through the courses, they've done the assignments, and so you can run some questions by them as well. If you have questions about what Capstone looks like, you just want to see what to pack or what to bring or what it's like, you can go ahead. We have an entire playlist. Check that out in the description below as well. I don't know where you're at in your leadership journey. Maybe you're at the beginning.Maybe you're embarking on this grand adventure and you have all of these things in front of you. Or maybe you're partway along and you're looking for something to kind of refresh your skills or hone what you're able to do. The leadership courses, I can honestly say, changed my life. and changed the way that I look at leadership. The third leadership course in particular, that Capstone experience, was transformative for me as a young adult, and I really hope it's the same for you. In the end though, that's up to you. That's not something that I can provide. That's not something the course can provide. That's not something your course facilitator can provide. That's up to you and what you bring to the courses. You will get out of the courses what you choose to put into it. You get one life to live, and you get the chance to influence other people for the kingdom of God. I hope you take that seriously. And if you want to join many other like-minded students who do take that challenge and who want to make a difference in the world, welcome to the leadership courses. Can't wait to see you inside.